Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to the Balls episode. If you've not watched the episode before this, that will make absolutely no sense to you. But it's our Dithmarschens Have Landed playthrough in EU4 with me, your host, Lucky Marine. And it looks calm. It looks calm here. But things are about to go down very quickly. Things are going down very quickly. We have a diplomat away to secure peace with Lubeck. As soon as that has happened, we need a diplomat away to secure an alliance with Poland. Regardless if this comes in or not. We need to then drag Limburg into a fight with Gelre and Cologne. You might be asking yourself, why do you need to do this so quick? Why is this such an important thing? Because if you take land inside the HRE, the Emperor gets quite mad. The Emperor gets quite mad and he sends a diplomat to your door and he asks you nicely, can you please give this back to me? Because you give this back to me and I will make another shiny Lubeck. And if you say no, they get really angry and you end up with +10 unrest in this province whilst you're trying to core it. And everyone in the Empire hates you by 25, which is quite a big chunk. So in order to offset that, you never get the call to give provinces back if you're already at war. So what you do is you link wars together. You take land in one war, you link it into another war where you don't take land. It's advantageous to have rivals that you can beat up on. But we had got call for peace already pop up, and our last war against our rivals expires in 1479. That's far too long for us to eat this amount of war exhaustion. So we found a weak opponent because we pieced out Utrecht and demanded that they severed their relations with Gelre. So now Gelre stands alone with just Cologne, which is going to be a far easier, a far better fight for us. So we can't declare on arrivals, which is unfortunate. So we take this off Rostock. We take Rostock off Lubeck. It's not even Lubeck, is it? This is Rostock. We take Lubeck off Lubeck, and we get straight to war with Gelre, which will mask us coring Lubeck. We then peace out these guys for nothing. Money. We can't even peace out for humiliate because they're not our rivals. They're not even in our trade node, so even transfer trade power wouldn't work. It wouldn't be beneficial. War reps might, but that is where you find us right now. So it looks peaceful, but shit's about to go down. A lot of it. Okay, speed 1. Never play on speed 1. Never play on speed 1. I did say we were going to keep 2 diplomats free for this, because last time we tried this, I reckon we only just skipped under the day where the Emperor would have demanded stuff back, because we only had 1 diplomat to send around. Done. Pause. We get 52 ducats of the 563 that we demanded. I hope you choke on every single one of those ducats, Denmark. I hope it gives you so much inflation that everyone hates you. Damn you, Denmark, with your silly pigs. Tregli disbanded. Okay. First things first, we will get rid of you. I hate castles. I hate them and detest them. If the enemy gets hold of a castle, it's a huge amount of war score. I would rather just have one in my capital, and that's it. We don't even have one in our capital. Marshy as well. Interesting. A marshy capital of the Dithmarschens. It's poetic. I like it. Marshy Dithmarschens. Dithmarschens have landed from the Martian. Yeah. Anyway, we'll continue from the alliteration of that, and we will call you. Wow. War exhaustion is putting it through the roof, but we need to get this core going now. And we're only going to take on more war exhaustion from being at war over here. So, it's painful, but let's just eat it. Poland, I need you. Please, 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 please. No, fine. Don't care. Don't care. We have bigger fish to fry. More important things to be getting on with. Declare war straight away. Denmark can join in again. I didn't give Denmark any land. In the last war, I didn't give Denmark anything, and he came in on a promise of land. Why the hell does he trust me enough to come in for nothing now? Why the hell does he trust me enough to come in for nothing? I mean, if I was Denmark, if I was the leader of a union with 2 people underneath me, I would enter every single war that people called me into. And I'd sit my people at home and I'd allow them to go and fight and lose their troops. It's a really good way of keeping your subjects' liberty, desire down. If you can be just constantly at war. Again with Poland, if you start as Poland, every war that you get into, just let Lithuania just cycle through their manpower and wreck their army. Try and preserve your own. Get maybe 2 troops, click the check mark for attach to this, make them attach, and then go and smash them against something. It keeps them in check. It keeps personal union members in check. So I can understand why they might want to come in like that. But I didn't think the AI would be that smart. This is either really smart by Denmark, or it's really dumb. I can't imagine these are your rivals or anything. Nope. Rivalry Scotland, Castile of all places, and Hungary. Right, well, you might get to Scotland because Norway has the Orkneys here. Yeah. Orkneys, Shetlands. And therefore you can walk into Scotland, fair enough. But Castile? I suppose Castile are close enough. I keep forgetting that Castile ended up with Burgundian inheritance. Crazy Castilians. And they have an alliance with France, of all places. And the Iberian wedding fired. So if we look at quickly, Castile's Diplo, yeah, look at that. It's absolutely mental. Absolutely mental. Oh, they're mixed with Scotland. So, okay, that probably makes sense actually. If Denmark's going to rival Scotland, they might as well, yeah, okay, alright. Maybe it's not stupid. But Hungary? Why are you rivals with Hungary? Sometimes Denmark rivals Poland, but Hungary? Is it because they rivaled you? Probably. Probably. Alright, okay. Anyway, let's stop faffing about and let's get back into the meat of what this episode was going to be. We couldn't pick up our alliance with Poland, probably because the aggressive expansion might have had an effect over there as well. 18. Oh well. We will get it at some point, but you really want to be right on that knife edge of people are about to join a coalition, but they don't, and as soon as it ticks down a bit, you want to go to war again, so they're right on the knife edge. That's where you know that you're pushing the envelope of your nation, of your playthrough. Okay, anyway, without further ado, yeah, come on, both of you, come in. Although, if you end up sieging something and I have to give you hundreds of ducats and I'm left with 2, I'll be fucking fucking mad. I almost don't want to bring them in because I want the money. But no. Play safe. Play safe. Beginning of the month. Done. Which hopefully means we can get in here before they have fully reinforced their army. It's into the woods. We have the better tech. We do have the better military tech. Which relates to, if we have a look. No, that's at level 6. Is there anything that pops at level 7? Artillery shock, we don't have any artillery. Good stuff. Good stuff. So, really, oh, here we go. Improved military tactics by 0.25. Pops at level 7, so they won't have that. They'll have that. Nothing there. Nothing there, not really there. Nothing there. So we'll just have an edge on tactics. And we didn't go up to full morale, did we? We sent the piece off to Lerberg. And we should have sent it the month after. But hopefully you'll see this and he'll suddenly start funding his army and this bar will drop. You'll see a little bit red. I can't imagine that it'd be at full morale off the bat. Yeah, there we go. He's now started to fund the army. Which much like us when we started funding. So we are going to be in exactly the same boat when we clash. It's just that we're going to have 2 more people and better tactics. Oh, I feel better about that now. Everyone's got military access. You have it. Denmark has it down here through Lundberg because I give them access and I ask for access from them. They already have military access because we're at war. We have access through Brunswick, therefore our whole alliance has access through Brunswick. In terms of ships, yeah, dominating ships. Dominate, well, I said dominate, it's Denmark, Norway, Sweden that dominates the manpower pool. 12,000. 12,000. Okay, let's have a look. Let's watch this. Still on speed 1. Let's go up to speed 3 at least. Alright, we've hit them. They start at low morale. We have, this is pretty much perfect. We've got cavalry on each side and we've got enough men in the middle to cover off on their army with the 2 cavalry just doing the flanking. That's good. More by luck than design, I'll admit. We've got the better morale. Our combat ability will be helping us out here. Infantry combat ability plus 10. So they have an infantry combat ability as well, which they cancel each other out. That's fine. We have the same discipline. More morale, which means we'll stay in this fight for longer. And we have the tactics. Let's just hope that we don't see Cologne coming up through here to reinforce, because Lundberg's going to take a while to get here. A 1 to 4, not good. That's alright actually. A 7 to a 4, that's good. A 1 to 1, not good. That's Cologne that's just come and helped them. That's Cologne that has just come in to help them, but I end up with a river crossing. I started with a train. I haven't moved. All I've been doing is jabbing this man here with a stick. I mean, a quite resplendent stick with like a little axe thing on the end. Great stuff. Love the lunges, mate. Love the lunges. Could get some great glutes from doing that. And yet I have the river crossing. Can someone please tell me how I brought in a river crossing on my side when Cologne came to reinforce Gelre, their allies, and crossed a river doing it? Shouldn't this be a -1 for me for terrain? I'll accept the -1 for me for terrain, but shouldn't they have brought in a -1 for a crossing on their side? This. I don't like it when it happens to the AI up here. I didn't like it when it happened to Hamburg. So I sure as hell don't like it when it happens to me. But still, a couple of decent rolls, we might have this. That's a decent roll, but we need them to not have a good roll. How far away are you? You're going to come into a -2 though, aren't you? Nope. We've got Denmark backing us up. Let's just go. Let's just retreat. The longer we stay in with a -2 to every single roll, why can't I? Okay, yeah, shattered. The longer we stay in with a -2, the more we're going to hurt. -1 was palatable. Even if Cologne had reinforced, the -1 was palatable. I'd have probably stayed in there until Bloomberg could have backed me up, but not on a -2. I can't do that. I'll let Denmark come in. Might not need that. He's going to come down and fight their army, I think. I want someone covering off on Friesland, at the very least. Limiting their ability to not only retreat back to here, because an enemy won't shatter to a province that you're stood in already. They'll shatter back to a province, and then they might get surprised by someone who has moved into that province whilst they were shattering. Okay, well you can walk and talk at the same time. Let's get down to Paderborn. Looks like Denmark are going to go and push that advantage. Let's split up here. Yeah, they're going to come down and wipe these. Again, covering off, stopping Cologne from using manpower against us. We can delete you now. You're not needed. Unless Gallery moves off here. And this will move, switch back. But we'll do that. Well, you can take that and then we'll do it. We'll move him up. Hold the line indeed. That's great. We'll pull you off up to there just in case Luneburg decide to move off this province. If they move off this province, this fort will take back through the zone of control. We'll take back Friesland. We don't want that. And I think, fellow spoofers, that is our war. We'll stay here to grab the tasty loots. This fight, it could have been so much better. We should have waited 1 more month to get to the full morale. Always wait for the full morale. It has such an impact. Who are we at war with? Are we at war with these down here? We're not. So why are you down there? Are you just covering off on... Oh well. It has such a massive impact. But then this fight here, it's I don't know. Answers in the comments as to what you thought happened here. Do you think it was fair that an enemy could join the side of a fight that's already ongoing and cause you to have a river crossing. I don't know. I can't even imagine in my head how that would play out. Because if you're on a bank of a river and you've got the enemy on the same bank as you and you're fighting with them and the enemy turn up on the other side of the river, you're not going to split your forces up to send troops across that river to engage that other army. Say it was here. If you have an army there, enemy there, you're here, you're duking it out together, and someone turns up here, you're not going to split your forces and take a river crossing penalty as well. You're going to allow them to take the river crossing penalty into you, which is what they did, meaning that they should have picked up that -1. It should have been split evenly. -1 for us being in the terrain, we'll take that, we're in the woods, but they should have then dragged in the -1 penalty for the crossing for their side. I don't know. Well, it's done and dusted and it's over. But it did tank our... Yeah, not so much. Not so much. We're alright. We'll repay these. We'll repay as many as we can, actually. The more you repay, the sooner you repay, this number comes down. The interest comes down. So we're at full maintenance, and we've got a decent balance actually for how big we are. Fair enough, we're making a lot of that off trade, and a lot of that trade comes from the fact that we took the trade power from this node from both Hamburg and Bremen, which are the trade cities. Hamburg has these two stacked in one province. It's the province that we wanted, but it was going to cost us 50 aggressive expansion just to take it. 50. We would have needed to burn off every single bit of aggressive expansion with everyone in the empire before we could have taken that. Absolutely brutal. But now we wait. Denmark has taken this fort. Lundberg took this fort, so even when we peace out, they're going to take the lion's share of any ducats. So we'll make sure that we get war reparations. A few more years and we can declare war against our rivals. We still haven't got them. They've now stopped being a valid rival. That was my alarm though. It popped whilst I was explaining about the river crossing, but I was already well into my flow. So yes, we have lazy diplomats, but as has been seen, things can change very quickly. You need diplomats on the ground in your pocket to fire out at people as soon as you can. We didn't get the diplomat turning up from the Emperor saying, can we have Lübeck back? So things are good. Keep this war going for a while, actually. No, just keep this war going until we've called this and we can peace out. We can lick our wounds. We can bring our war exhaustion down. Because whilst we're at war, if we link this into another war, which was in my mind, we're never going to bring this war exhaustion down. So get out of this war, reset our war exhaustion down to 0, and then go again. Alright, right. Well, I have been Lucky Marine. As always, you have been amazing. Apart from some shenanigans down here, which I still are a little bit salty with, this has been a good episode for us. The marshy Dithmarschens, soldier on. Do take care.